Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Pogue here. So the more I think about it, there's two fatal things that are problematic in Trump and all these tech bros and these MAGA fascists that are surrounding him. The first one is delusions of grandeur. It's really having expectations that are so far outside of reality that there's no hope of even getting close to making them actual. And the other thing is the guy at the top wants to be the one always making the decisions, even if he doesn't know what's going on. And he's not consistent. He can't stay focused. And right there, really in any movement, in any organization, in anything, those two main factors, they spell failure. On a long enough timeline, failure is inevitable with that. There's other things that can really collapse any kind of organization or movement, really that are outside of your control. But those two things are absolutely in your control. Take these tech bros and their dark enlightenment and this Curtis Yavin crap. We're past that. You're literally trying to take some misunderstanding of pre-medieval society and overlay it with some kind of tech dystopia. None of that's going to work. It might work in a sci-fi book, in fictional literature, but it don't work in reality. There's too many things going against you. And the other thing with Trump is he doesn't focus. Martial law, whatever it is, there's no focus there. He's already backpedaling on immigration because he's 11 points underwater. And anybody could have told him that straight up if, he had anybody around him that was willing to tell him the truth. But because of his narcissism, cognitive decline, and just zero impulse control, it's not happening. Because Stephen Miller's as much of a nutcase as he is. So there's that. This martial law that he wants to enact and maybe has flirted with in Los Angeles, that's not going to help out. It's not even going to work. Because it turns out, you need all levers of government actually working together. I'm telling you this as somebody who's been around the government machine his whole life. Both my parents were federal employees. I've known federal employees. I was in the reserves. My sister was in the military. It's amazing how much support it takes to get it to work. And with our government, our constitutional republic, country, whatever, there's a lot of things that are not centralized, and that's going to play out. Right now, we're seeing the power of governors with Gavin Newsom, Pritzker, Tim Walz. They're not going to follow along with Trump. The big states aren't. And the ones that are, like Florida, they're running into trouble. And Trump's already said he's pretty much going to leave them high and dry. Better hope they don't have a disaster this summer. Because if you don't clean that up, guess what happens to your, quote, infrastructure network that was going to support this martial takeover? And while this is a very serious thing. It's very serious. Because if we don't do something about this overreach, this unconstitutional moves, this nascent dictatorship that Trump really wants to create, but honestly doesn't have the chops to get it done, somebody who does is going to come along and use this blueprint. So when Trump is brought to heel, which I believe he will, we got to hold not only him, but everyone else accountable that enabled this. So don't be scared, even though this is kind of scary things. Be outraged, be angry, be incensed, and be active in whatever way you can be. But don't be afraid to not do something, to not speak up. Because every voice that's heard right now is going to make a difference. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.